ห้องเพื่อนหรือไม่ได้
งานที่มาเสิร์ฟ
กูโดนพ่อแม่ทุกส่วนก่อนที่กูโดนบ้านเพื่อน
ยังไม่ได้สายสักคนเลย
ไม่ให้ใช่ปะ
ไม่ให้จริงกูเลย
ขนาดกูเด็กชนกูขอไปนำรับของแม่เลย
มึงขอร้องที่พ่อกูจะ70แล้วแม่กู60แล้วไอ้ที่ขอร้อง
Okay, we're gonna continue like 3 more examples, 3 or 4 more examples, and then today should be good for the class. So let's trying to taking a look at more examples together. It's 41, 42, 43, 44 should be good, 45. Okay. Continuing our examples, example 41, I want you to sketch the region of integration and switch the order of integration. So similar to the previous exercise, so we're gonna taking a look at here. Now we have the x dy. We want to switch to dy dx. So this means x start from 0 to y over 2. And then y gonna start from 0 to 2, right? So we're gonna draw the picture first, y and x. So first of all, you can see that y start from 0 to 2. So it means the boundary is gonna be y from 0 to y equal to 2. And then x gonna be from 0 to y square. So what is x equal to y square then? X equal to y square is y equal to square root x, right? So it's gonna be parabola as well, but on this side this is x equal to y square. Make sense? So what do you think? What is the region here? You can delete this one, we don't use it anyway. So what is the region here? So you can imagine that maybe I would guess that my region is going to be the yellow one, because this is the one that bounded by the curve that I want, right? Because if I do this part, it's gonna be impossible because the area the region gonna go to infinity, or this one is not good as well, this is not good, this is not good. So the potential one that you can think that is gonna be the one that you're interested in is this one. So first of all, before you switch the order of integration, make sure that it is actually the yellow one here. So if you do the x dy, so it's gonna be cut horizontal line here. So it's gonna start from x equal to 0, which is the line here, to x equal to y square. Correct one. So x start from 0 to y square if you do the horizontal cut, and y from 0 to 2, which is correct, y from 0 to 2. So now you are sure now that, hey, the region that I want is the yellow one. Now it's the time to switch to integrate fxy, now dy dx. So now you want to switch to dy dx. What would you do? So you now cut vertically. So it's mean now your bottom curve gonna be this one, right? The top curve gonna be this one. So what is going to be the bottom curve here? Y equal to, so you need to reword this one, right? X equal to y square. So you simplify a little bit, so you can see it is y equal to square root x. So basically square root x gonna be your lower bound here. Upper bound gonna be here, which is 2. Does it make sense? 2 gonna be on your upper bound, lower bound gonna be square root x, because this is based on the region you have. And your x where you gonna be from x equal to 0 to, you cut where you cut here. This is actually the intersection where you cut here. When y equal to 0, what is the value of x? When y equal to 0, x gonna be 4, right? Because here it's cut with this curve. Make sense? X equal to 4, y equal to 2. So it's actually 0 to 4 here. Easy ไหม Too easy? No.
Too complicated.
x from 0 to 4, y from square root x to 2. And that is example 41. Alright, next example 42. This question, example 41, we don't have the final form of fxy here, but some question we ask you to integrate here dy dx from here to here. This is actually impossible to do it when you do dy first. Can you see that? Because if you do integrate with respect to y first, can you integrate sine y over y? Impossible, right? We don't have any formula. We don't have any formula for sine y over y. You know how to integrate sine y. Integrate sine y, yes, you know how to do it. It's gonna be negative cosine, right? You know how to integrate 1 over y. You know it because it's gonna be logarithm. But when you combine it together, sine y over y, that's no way that you can integrate it. The by part 1 that you learn how to integrate y sine y dy. This is using integration by parts. But this one, no way that you can integrate it. So our strategy is we are going to switch this to sine y over y dx dy. We want to switch to dx dy because if we switch to dx dy, the sine y over y going to be constant, right? And then you can pull it out, and it's going to be easier to integrate because if you switch the order of integration, this thing going to be sine y over y, and then you have integrate dx dy here. So you can pull out this term because when you integrate with respect to x, this thing gonna be constant. So you can pull out from the first integral. And that should be easy to integrate now because you can integrate this one first. And then you hope that something gonna cancel out with y here. So the idea is we're gonna switch the order of integration anyway from dy dx to dx dy. Make sense?
Make sense.
Now we're gonna just draw the picture and switch the order. Let's see if you can switch the order now. So it's gonna be y start from here, taking a look one more time. Y start from x to pi and x start from 0 to pi. So how do you draw the picture? So it must be y equal to x, right? Y equal to x. Okay. And you need x equal to pi and y equal to pi. Right? So you have x equal to pi, y equal to pi, y equal to x. Which region are we integrate with respect to? So the candidates are the yellow one and the candidate are the green one. Which one? Green or yellow, which one are we integrate with respect to? So this is a question that if you want to know if it is green or yellow, so you have to taking a look at the given questions. So the questions do dy first. So actually they do the horizontal cut, right? Vertical cut. And then they start from y, from x to y to pi. So it should be the yellow one. Make sense? The green one is not correct. So the correct one is the yellow one. Again, one more time, you know it because you start from y from x to pi. So it means you use the y equal to x as a bottom curve. The top curve is this one. So basically you are working with the yellow piece, not the green one. Does it make sense?
Yes.
And then now you switch it to dx dy. So what is the order here? So x start from 0, right, to y. Makes sense? And y gonna be from 0 to pi. Sounds good? And then now you copy this to the next level, and then now you integrate it. So it's gonna be integrate 0 to pi sine y dy, and then now integrate 0 to y dx. This is actually y. right? Because you integrate dx, so from 0 to y, so you're gonna cancel, chup, chup. And then integrate sine y, so you get negative cosine, right? Because differentiate cosine, you get negative sine, so integrate sine back, you get minus cosine y from 0 to pi. And that is minus cosine pi, and then plus cosine 0. Cosine pi is what? Cosine pi is negative 1, and cosine 0 is 1. So it's 2. Okay, and that is the answer for this question. So you see that the critical point for this question is that you cannot integrate it unless you switch the order of integration. So it means it forces you to switch the order of integration, and then once you switch, so this is constant, then you can pull out, and then it's gonna be okay. มีผิดไหมครับ integrate sine you get minus okay, similar exercise to this example 42, you can do 43. I get example 43 is the last one, I guess, because we're gonna come back next Monday for 44 and 45. 43 we're gonna be, because example 43 is similar to 42, we're gonna just keep doing to complete this question. 10 more minutes. Okay, example 43. I want you to compute 1 over 1 plus x to the 4th power dx dy. Integrate from y to 1 and 0 to 1. Similar to the previous question. So you cannot integrate this thing because you have no formula to compute this one. You have to switch the order of integration. So switch it to dy dx. And then you draw the picture. Okay, x gonna start from y to 1. So x is between y and 1. And then y gonna be from 0 to 1. Here. I guess we have here and here, right? Oh, okay, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay. Here, so what is the region of the interest here? So it should be x from y to 1. So it should be the blue one here, right? Because every time when you do it, you start from x equal to y to x equal to 1. So it should be that, right? So this is actually the intersection 1, 1. This is y equal to x. This is y equal to 1. This is x equal to 1. So similar to calculus 1, the picture that we're gonna use on the exam, all the lines, parabola, square root, and circle. This is all you need. Yeah, we're gonna learn circle as well. So next week we're gonna learn how to draw a circle. So you need the line, circle, you need parabola. But something other than that, we're not going to use it. Like x cube, I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to do just this one, the line, the circle, and the parabola. This is the one that the basics for you. And then now we're gonna do, we switch it. So it's gonna be, this time y gonna be the inner function. So you need to cut the vertical line now. So it's gonna be y from 0 to y to x, right? And then x gonna be from 0 to 1. Okay. And then now you integrate it. So 0 to 1. So now you integrate with respect to y. So 1 over 1 plus x squared. You can pull out because this is constant. So now you just integrate that. and then this is a good one because the inner function gonna give you something that you can integrate 0 to x dy. You're gonna get just x back, right? Because x, and then how do you integrate x over 1 over x to the 4th power? Anyone remember how to do it in Cal 1? So we're gonna taking a look at x, and then this is 1 plus x square because yeah, we trying to get to the arctan formula. That's why we say x to the 4th power to x square here, and then the x here. For those of you who cannot follow, you can pick u to be x square. That's why du gonna be 2x dx, and that means the x gonna be du over 2x. But if you are faster, you can say the x equal to d2x. But I'm gonna do the slow way now. So du over 2x, and then this is x. This is 1 plus u square, right? Because I change x squared to u, and then that's mean the x gonna be the u over 2x, and then I cancel out. Poop, poop. So basically I get 1/2 integrate 1 over 1 plus u squared du. So about the boundary of the integration, once you do this, so x used to start from 0 to 1. If you change it to u gonna be 0 to 1 as well, because u equal to x squared. Right? So the boundary gonna be the same, because when x start from 0 to 1, u gonna be from 0 to 1 as well. So 0 to 1, 0 to 1, and then now you integrate here, you get 1/2 arctan u, and then you plug in u equal to 0 and 1. At the end, you're gonna get arctan 1 over 2 minus arctan 0 over 2. Arctan 0 is 0, arctan 1 is pi over 4, so the answer is pi over 8. ใช่ไหม Because tan pi over 4 is 1, tan 0 is 0, so it's pi over 8. And this is how you switch the order of mitigation and do this question. A little bit tedious.
You need to remember the value of arctan something.
I mean, arctan 0 and arctan 1 should be simple for you, right? Or it's just like super hard. Arctan, let's say arctan y equal to arctan x. If you are looking for arctan 1, you can think this way. You trying to find the number that tan y is 1 ไง tan y is 1, it means y here must be pi over 4.
It should not be tedious number, right? Like
Yeah, this is the number that we gave you on the exam is going to be the number that you can solve for it. But I'm not going to use arctan 3 over 4 or something. It's in that case, you can just leave it there. But the number that you're going to see mostly going to be arctan 0 and arctan 1.
Actually, it's like this. I will leave this already.
If you leave this line, so if it is, you know, if it is Papon, I'm gonna be okay. But if it is like Pawat, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna just minus 0.5. Just หมั่นไส้นั่นแหละ
มันใช่ว่าจะหักเกิน
Okay, แซวนะครับ Okay. Anyway, so that is today you learn how to do the basic integration in 2 dimensions when you face the general domain. So next week we're gonna just trying to look at more complicated examples, and then we're gonna learn how to do it when you have circle, because when you have circle you have more technique, and should be 2 more class, and then we're done with the content, and then we're gonna do the review for the exam. Okay, all right, so that's all for today ครับ everyone, and then I will see you next Monday. So TA already start grading your take home exam แต่เราสงสัยว่าสลินได้ส่งไหมอะ take home exam